Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eliza. If you're new here, it's nice to meet you. It's been a little bit, but I'm back. I actually just gave birth to my beautiful baby girl. Her name's Lucia. I gave birth to her on March 14th. And I just wanted to come on here and tell you my birth story. So I'm gonna start with March 6th. Because I actually thought that my water broke on that day. I was at work and I felt like wetness in my underwear. I wasn't really sure because I knew I'd already lost my mucus plug and I had the bloody show. So I wasn't really sure because this is my first baby. And so I called and they had it as an add-on. And when I went in, she did like the tests and stuff and she was like, no, you know, fluid is normal, you know, cervical mucus, blah, blah, blah. So she did want to like tell me about induction, if that would have had to be a possibility. She just wanted to give me like a heads up like that at my next appointment, if I had not gone into labor, that they would probably be discussing that. So I went, I was 2 centimeters dilated still. So I had been 2 centimeters for 2 weeks already. And so then when I went to my appointment on the 13th, which was actually my due date, I did the NST thing, so they put like the monitors on your belly just to see baby's heartbeat, and every time they move and everything. And so then I had seen that same doctor that for that appointment, and so she wanted to talk to me about induction, and but she did a membrane sweep, so that we were hoping that that would actually put me into labor and I wouldn't have to be induced. And so, and then on that same day, I had a chiropractor appointment right after my OB appointment. And so she did the membrane sweep. I was cramping. It felt like mild period cramps since she had done that. So when I walked out the door, that's when I had started feeling crampy. And then so I went to my chiropractor appointment, and this was the 3rd time I had seen him for the pressure. He was doing like the pressure points in my ankles and pushing on and adjusting the ligaments in my hips to basically like bring her down, because she was still really far up in my belly. And so when he did that on top of the membrane sweep, my cramps got a little bit more intense. So it was just like it was like mild to intense cramping, if you were to have like bad period cramps, but not like severe, because I've had severe and those were still like mild, like I could handle it. So then I was just at home. Then I came home. I was just here at home and I bounced on my ball because I had been doing all the stuff, right? I had been eating pineapple, dates, walking, bouncing on my ball, you know, doing all the stuff, drinking raspberry tea, doing all the stuff that is safe. And nothing was working that like I could see anyway. So when she did the membrane sweep and he did the adjustments, because I had been seeing him throughout my entire pregnancy, which I was really thankful for, just to like continue to be adjusted and make sure that my pelvis and my spine were like all aligned and everything. I was, you know, feeling uncomfortable, but not like really bad. But I was thinking about not going into work on Tuesday. So the 14th, I woke up at 3 a.m. and I had to go to the bathroom. and I had seen some spotting, and so I finished in the bathroom. I came back and I was still feeling the cramps, so I squatted down next to my bed and I was just breathing. And so I got back in bed, and when I laid down, like, she was moving, and then I felt like a wetness, and I'm like, well, I literally just went to the bathroom. I know I didn't pee my pants. So I laid there for like 20 minutes. I was like contemplating, like, okay, do I get up and call? Like, what do I do? I don't know. So I eventually got up because I was there for like 20 minutes, and then I just went into the living room. I was just walking and breathing and kind of like rocking because the cramps were getting like a little bit more intense, but they weren't like really bad yet. And so then it was like 3:30, and I was like, okay, you know what, I need to call. So I called the doctor's office, and the nurse answered, like the after hours nurse answered, and she wrote down, she typed in all of my information in the computer, and then she called the doctor, and then she had the doctor call me, and he said, okay, since you're GBS positive, I want you to start getting ready and head to the hospital. And then he called the hospital to let them know that I was on my way. And so I came back in our bedroom, and I told my husband, I'm like, hey, we need to go to the hospital. And he looked like he was still kind of like half asleep, because he was about to get ready for work anyways. So it's about 3:45 at this point, because he wakes up at 4 a.m. to get ready for work. And so I told him, like, hey, like, it's time to go to the hospital. And he was like caught off guard. He got ready for work. He put on his work clothes, and like he had his work keys with him. He was just like ready to go to work. And because he didn't think that they were gonna take me in. He thought that they were just going to send me home. I knew I wasn't gonna go to work because I was just like in pain, and I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to be at work. So we got to the hospital. They checked to see if my water had broken, and then the test came back, and my water had broke, but I was still 2 centimeters. And so it's like almost 5 o'clock. When we got there, we're about 5 minutes from the hospital. So like when we were leaving to go to the hospital, the doctor had called me back again and told me that he had called them and let them know that I was on my way. So when I got there, they admitted me right away. They set up the water bags, and they set up my antibiotics, and they were putting in the IVs and everything. And so then my cramps like started getting more intense. I had told them that I didn't want an epidural because I knew my entire pregnancy that I didn't want one. But when it came down to it, I labored for 9 hours in total. And about 4 to 4.5 hours of that I did without the epidural, and then the rest I did with. I'm actually really glad that I got it because the contractions were still really low in my belly, and I was literally shaking. It was getting pretty bad. So I got the epidural around, I think, like 9:30 or 9:45. It was like almost 10, or yeah, it was almost 10 o'clock, I think. And the doctor had came in to like talk to me, but she hadn't checked me or anything. And so my nurse was absolutely amazing. She talked to me. She was just trying to like keep me, you know, calm and everything. And my husband was like super supportive. I love him so much. He was so amazing. Every time I asked for water, they he both of them, like, so my husband and the nurse would help me, would roll so that the epidural would like move, get on both sides of me so that I would, you know, feel nothing. And I'm really glad that I got the epidural at the time that I did, because I had read in some articles and some posts that some women have posted about that their epidural had started to wear off when their baby was coming. And that's why I really didn't want it, because what would be the point of having it if, and paying for all that, if you're just gonna feel it anyways? I prayed my entire pregnancy that I would have a Holy Spirit filled, joyful, quick, safe, smooth delivery. And God is faithful, and He answered every single one of my prayers. My labor was 9 hours long, and the one time the doctor came in to check me, so it was about 11:50 something to check me. So it was like almost noon. She came in to check me, and I was crowning. I didn't think, because I didn't know what was going on. I just, Stephen had just been telling me about the contractions that him and the nurse were seeing on the screen, and I was feeling nothing. I was just trying to like rest and everything. And when she came in and she said that I was crowning, she said, "Let's get ready to have a birthday party." I was so happy. And so they were preparing. So we did like the practice pushes and stuff. And I pushed, when the doctor came in, I pushed for 15 minutes, 8 pushes. And Lucia was here. And when they put her on my chest, I looked up at the ceiling and I said, "Oh my God, thank you." Because she's literally a dream come true. And I looked at my husband, and he was looking at her, and he looked at me, and we started to cry, and it was just so beautiful. And I could just, if I could go back in time to the day I found out I was pregnant on July 3rd, I wouldn't change a single thing I did, because everything was completely, absolutely divine and perfect, and an answer of all of my prayers combined. I am so blessed, and I'm blessed beyond measure. And I just thank God for this entire journey, this entire experience. I can't wait to do it again when time comes around. And I hope to take you on that journey with me. So she was born at 12:16 p.m. on March 14th. So she's a Pi Day baby, and I think that's super cool. Steven's actually really good at math, so maybe she'll be really good at math, especially because she was born on Pi Day. That'd be kind of neat, right? So that's my birth story. I hope that you can take something away from this. Like, if you're contemplating on if you want to or not want to have an epidural, you know, I originally didn't want it, and it's not that I caved. I don't think I caved. I think I listened to my body, because I did all the techniques. I had been, I read literature, and I even downloaded the Christian hypnobirthing app, and I read affirmations, and I did all the breathing techniques that they can teach you, and I did all the stuff, and it didn't work. It's not that it didn't work for me, it's just that I wanted to listen to my body. And honestly, I am so thankful that I did, because I felt absolutely nothing. And I thank God for that, you know. And so just be on the lookout for any new videos that I post. I'm gonna, you know, do some recaps of my entire pregnancy, so first, second, third trimester, and even right now, like the fourth trimester postpartum, and future videos. Also, I'll probably be doing like some newborn stuff, like uh, what I recommend versus what I don't recommend on things to buy, like what to me was like kind of like a waste of money. Again, she's only 3 weeks old right now, so I will be posting that probably in a couple of months. Just be on the lookout for that. So thank you for watching today. I'm gonna post my Instagram down in the description, and while you're down there, you should give my video a thumbs up, and if you would like, subscribe. So thank you and have a blessed day.